Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. Cock-a-fucking-doodle-doo. This is the motherfucking fresh and funky, the early show. Early show this morning here. Bringing it to you live here. It's usually matinee day games here. Baseball. Take me out to the ball game and you had to eat some peanuts and popcorn and Cracker Jacks. Yeah, I know some of you young kids don't know about fucking Cracker Jacks, Oh my god, Cracker Jacks. Ugh. Believe me, today we're gonna have a jam-packed show. Gotta do some things here. Gotta get on the road later today, so we're gonna jam-pack the show in today here. We're gonna put a lot in depth here. We're gonna talk about some early morning baseball games here. We're gonna talk about two of the NBA playoff games. Could be closers game tonight for the Bucks. Close out the Bulls tonight. No Zach LaVine. Health and safety protocol. We know what that means. We know what that is. And then also you have the Warriors playing the Nuggets. So if the Warriors put the foot to the proverbial neck of the Nuggets and finish them off here. Finish him. You know, as the Mortal Kombat sayings would go. Then we're going to talk a little bit about. I want to talk a little bit about the NFL draft that's going to be going on tomorrow. So I want to talk about some prospects. We'll talk about what's the draft order possibly where we think maybe there could be some shakeups in the draft. Some teams could possibly draft up. Maybe some teams could draft down with somebody that wants to come up and get somebody, and you know, so that'll be remain to see. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna talk a little bit about obviously we're gonna talk about our betting here. We're gonna make our bets today. Who we're gonna put our lock the lock bet of the day here. I'll do that here. I'll be nice to everybody that I know I'm not a well known guy out here. I know there's a lot of other great guys out here and a lot of other great sports people that have more well in depth knowledge and you know more creativity and more enthusiasm than I do, maybe. But nobody's as crazy and wild as I can get. I mean, I can get the voices, I can get everything. Hey, you get the total package from me, all right? I'm like fucking Luther, minus the kryptonite, okay, and minus the really really bald head, okay. But that being said, here this is the early show, so we are waking up. Obviously those out in the East Coast, it's already noontime. You're already out. You guys been woken up. You're out there eating lunch. Your day's already been kind of started. Here, us out there here on the West Coast, a lot of us, either if you get up at 6 or 7 in the morning, you're already getting a little groove to your thing here. Me myself, I always generally wake up about 8 o'clock. I don't have a 9 to 5 general job. So I can get up on here and do it whenever I want to and however I want to. And so yeah, I enjoy watching sports. Watched a lot of great games last night. Lots some treachery happened in the Tigers and the Twins game last night, and that's kind of explain it. The Tigers were winning, and my closer Gregory Soto gets in there, and he walks two dudes, and then it's just and then they gets a hard line shot out to the right fielder. Then Rex Grossman, no relation to the quarterback of the Chicago Bears football, Rex Grossman, but this guy missed the catch, but then was able to throw the ball. But stupid Tigers ended up running too many guys to the base. But then the catcher gets the ball and he has a clear throw to third. But what does he do? He throws it over the head of third baseman and goes into the outfield. 2-run score. The Twins get a walk-off victory that way. I mean, how sickening is that? It's like, oh, in the pits of your stomach. How sickening is that? Just ugh. And then the Diamondbacks, late heroics from David Peralta, them desert snakes out there, man. Yeah, crept up and bit the Dodgers, and Dodgers didn't know what to do the rest of the game. Dodgers were up in that game, but then the game got tied at 3. I mean, Dodgers were up 3-0. Then then Diamondbacks came back, tied up 3-0, and then eventually got a 2-run shot, won the game 5-3, straight up outright. So, but those Diamondbacks and Dodgers are going to be playing here at 12:40, 12:40 West Coast time here, almost 1 in the afternoon. So, but we got some games to talk about right now here, and I have some fantasy lineups that I definitely have to make sure that I'm going to be able to put some players in. So we're going to go do that as well. But let's talk about the games here. We got a 1:15 start there between the New York Mets. Carlos Correa is on the mound for the Mets pitching, going up against Steven Matz and the St. Louis Cardinals. Mets got a 3-0 shutout victory again here, so they took the second game of this series so far. So today the Mets again are favored on the run line, and Louis Cardinals are plus money on the plus 100 is pretty much like a plus even here for those that want to know about betting terms. And they have the over under 7. They want you to kind of take the under 7 here, which wouldn't be too bad because the weather's probably going to be a little bit chilly, and it's gonna. But you never know. The runs could fly out the park today. The next game we have at 2:10 Eastern Time, we have Zach Greinke and the Kansas City Royals taking on Dylan Cease and the Chicago White Sox. And the White Sox have kind of been injured, and they took a beating last night, 6-0 shutout loss to these Royals. So we have the White Sox are favored on the run line. The Kansas City Royals are plus 165 on plus 165 on the money line, and we have an over under of 7 here. They kind of enticing you to take the over 7 here. So I don't know. We'll gladly make our bets here. Then we got at 3:40 Eastern, we have Julio Urias, one of my fantasy pitchers in my fantasy baseball leagues. And the Dodgers are taking on Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks again. Dodgers are favored on the run line again. The Diamondbacks are plus 160 on the money line today, and over under of 8 runs here. It went 8 runs. It went 8 runs last night. So will the run start? Will the bats start? Will the bats go off for the Dodgers today? That's going to be the thing to watch in that game, and see how good these pitchers pitch between Urias and Gallen. We have Aaron Ashby, lefty for the Milwaukee Brewers. And then we had a pitching change. B. Wilson has been switched out from the Pirates for Dylan Peters. So we got 2 lefties on the mound today here. The Brewers are the plus money on the run line here. They did win last night. And the Pirates are plus 150 on the money line. And we have an over under 7.5 runs. All right. Then we have 6:40 Eastern. We have Mackenzie Gore, a lefty, and the Padres taking on the lowly Cincinnati Red baseball team and Vladimir Gutierrez here. Again, Padres came in and were hot, and the bats were hot. They won 9-5 yesterday. And the Reds continue to struggle, and they're probably the worst team in baseball as we speak right now. So we'll see if that sticks. It remains to stay the same throughout the season. All right. Then we have the San Diego Padres are favored on the run line here. And the Reds are plus 145. If you're, I mean, man, I mean, it's, and you have over under of 8.5 runs. I mean, last night Padres scored 9, Reds scored 5. That was 14. If I'm getting any kind of read in this game, I like the under 8.5 runs. If I'm putting anything on in a bet form today for that game. Another game at 6:40. We have Marco Gonzalez, a lefty for the Seattle Mariners, taking on Drew Rasmussen in the Tampa Rays. The uh, the Mariners won the game yesterday, but it was like Rays fashion. The Rays always have a chance to win or make it interesting. So the Rays are favored on the run line, even though they did not win yesterday. Seattle is plus plus 120. I took Seattle yesterday plus 115. And we have an over under of 7.5 runs. So we'll see if we take. Let's see if we'll take Seattle again here. We like Seattle when we get to the betting side of this. We have Feltner for the Rockies. He's a righty taking on Ranger Suarez and the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, the Phillies have been putting up runs here. They put up, it was, I believe it was 10 runs. Yeah. So the Phillies have been producing the runs as of late here. So have no fear. Bet the run lines here. And the Rockies are plus 185 today. And we have an over under of 8 here. I took the first game, I took them under 8.5. Yesterday I took under 8. It spurred me, so I might stay away from this game in general. Then we have Pablo Lopez and the Miami Marlins taking on Eric Freddie and the Washington Nationals. The Marlins got the win yesterday here, so definitely they are a favorite again on the run line. I was the guy that bet on the Nationals here at home, but did not work, so that's plus 125 today. And we have an over-under of 7.5 runs here, so interesting to say the least. We have Tyler Wells in the Baltimore Orioles taking on Jordan Montgomery and the New York Yankees. Yankees won yesterday. They put up quite a bit of runs here. They put up 12 spot of runs. And here again, I took the Orioles. And they disappointed me. Orioles are plus 210 today. We have an over-under of 8 runs here in that game. Quite an interesting number to say the least. Let's say we got the Michael Wacha and the Boston Red Sox taking on Ross Stripling and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays have been they've been sneaky, man. They've been sneaky. They've been coming back here, and they came back and won off a 2-run home run off of George Springer's bat. So the Blue Jays are favored on the run line. And Red Sox are plus 125 on the money line. And over under is 8.5. Okay. So we got Lather for the Cubs taking on Charlie Morton's Charlie Morton and the Braves. Braves got a 3-1 victory yesterday, so they definitely covered the run line yesterday. They are the favorites on the run line today. Cubs are plus 170. I took the Cubs yesterday because I was taking my pitcher, but that did not work. And then we have an over under of 8.5 runs. That hey, I could see that one definitely happening there. And then we have Michael Pineda and the Detroit Tigers taking on John Ryan. We got John or Joe Ryan here for the Twins. Twins were favored on the run line yesterday here, but they did not cover. They won by a run. So the Tigers are plus 165. The Tigers exact some revenge today. And we have over under 7 runs here. The game went 7 runs last night, so we got Christian Javier for the Astros taking on Glenn Otto and the Texas Rangers. Astros exacted some revenge yesterday after dropping the dropping the opening game of the series. The Astros are favored on the run line once again. Rangers are plus 100. That's pretty much like plus even. And over under of 8.5 runs. All right. And then we got the last 2 games here. We got the Cleveland Guardians with Zach Plesac. Indians have not won. They have lost both of these games. They've lost both these games here in Anaheim to start the series. And they'll be facing off with Shohei Ohtani, which will not be a will not be an easy matchup or feat for the Guardians tonight here. So Anaheim is also favored on the run line once again. The Guardians are plus 175. I was a dumb person that doubled down on that. So I will not be taking the Guardians today. That is for sure. We have over under 7.5 runs. We'll see. We're in line there. Then we have Paul Blackburn and the Oakland Athletics taking on Sammy Long and the San Francisco Giants. Giants got a big victory last night. I think it was 8-1. So Giants are looking to take this game as well here tonight. But what Paul Blackburn has something to say about it. He's pitching very well for the Oakland Athletics. Sammy Long is just another pitcher out of the 4th or 5th guy pitching. So we got the Giants are favored on the run line. We have the Athletics plus 150. Well, they were plus 220 last night. So, and I don't think I'll be betting on the A's anytime soon because the A's have really been a weird team for me as far as betting. We have over under 7 runs here. Well, last night they definitely went over that. So there is your baseball for the day. Let's talk about the NBA games now. We got 7:30 Eastern. We have the Chicago Bulls going into Milwaukee. The Bucks tonight, if they win here, they have to cover the 12.5 here. But if they definitely win here tonight, whether they cover the 12.5 or not, they're moving on to the next round. And Bulls are plus 640 tonight here. I mean, big time underdogs because Zach LaVine, like I said before, to start this SportsCast here. Zach LaVine is on the health and protocol. He's in the COVID. Protocol. So he will not be playing tonight. So that hurts the Bulls. And Plus, we got Alex Caruso. I think he's also going to be out for this game. So, definitely do not like the Bulls tonight. And and as much as I hate, I don't want to take the money line because you won't really make money. You just have to take the Bucks to win by 13. And I definitely would take the under. And then we have the Denver Nuggets taking on the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are favorite minus 8.5. Nuggets are plus 320 tonight. And the over under is 225.5. The Bulls and Bucks is 217.5. Now Nuggets here, I mean, the Nuggets have a good chance here. But I mean, I think the Warriors are gonna prove something tonight here. I think they're gonna put Steph and Steph's gonna be in the back in the starting rotation. They're gonna have Steph, Draymond, and Clay again, and then you can bring Jordan Poole back, come in there, and then you have Jonathan Kuminga. And I'm telling you, the Warriors are gonna look to really take it to the Nuggets tonight. I mean, that would be my game plan if I was the Warriors tonight, and if that was me, my mentality going into the game. Like, hey, man, we gotta set the record straight, and hey, hey, they're not gonna give us this win, but we gotta beat them to where it's like they basically they're just have no choice but to just kind of throw up your hands. It's kind of be like the Bulls tonight here. The Bulls they gotta really play their best game, and Milwaukee's gotta really shit the bag in order to screw up this game here. So that is what's going on there. Do we got hockey tonight here? Let's see if we got any hockey here tonight. We have the Philadelphia Flyers and the Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens and New York Rangers, Arizona Coyotes and Dallas Stars, Las Vegas Golden Knights and Chicago Blackhawks, Los Angeles Kings and the Seattle Kraken. So that's pretty much your sports night here. That is your sports night here. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna look at my fantasy teams here right quick. So, all right. So Whit Merfield will be playing. Mookie Betts is in the starting lineup as well here. So I got those two guys in there. So I don't have to worry about them. Nicky Lopez is all right. You got Joey Votto. You got him on the bench here. We got Joey Bart here. So as far as 11, 10. All right. Let's go to my other team here that do not have any starting pitchers today. All right, so we got Nolan Arenado here. Got him starting here. Got Mookie Betts here. Got Whit Merfield here. Gavin in between the sheets against Grinkies. We got Seth Beer. Well, Gavin Sheets is a little bit better than Eddie Martinez. So we'll We'll put Gavin Sheets as a DH here. I mean, Whit Murfield's also 3.3. Yeah, so there's that. Let me go to my Yahoo here. Yeah, NFL prospect Troy Anderson, who can play anywhere. Yep. 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 Bulls ruled out Zach Levine and Alex Caruso for Game 5. So, all right. Fantasy football kicks off on draft day here. I mean, uh, all right. Draw nine. Actually, that game went under the man. Yeah. We'll go over the bets here. As soon as I make sure I lock in my team here. Locking the guys that are going to be playing. Nicky Lopez, Wendell. Where's Bryant? He's been. So most of the guys play later on here. I got two pitchers pitching for me here today in this team here. Alright. I got two Yahoo teams and two ESPN teams here. Ooh, 3 and 7. Alright. Got Julio Reyes here. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to get rid of Cabizio here. I mean, was Willie Adams here. Ooh. And waivers. Get rid of Cabizio. He's not worth. Not worth a damn. All right. Okay. Let's go here. Baseball here. What do we like here? Baseball. Do we like the under in the Cardinals game here? Do we like the under? Under 7 runs here. The Mets and the Cardinals here today. Kind of like that here. We'll take the under 7 here in the Cardinals and Mets. I mean, and we got Kansas City and the White Sox here. Um, let's take Kansas City here. We'll take Kansas City and take them on the money line here. Uh, Dodgers. We'll take the under 8 in that game here. We'll take the under 8. Brewers and Pirates here. Stay away from that game here. Padres and Reds here. We'll take the under 8.5 runs there. We'll take Seattle again. We'll take Seattle. We're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. We're gonna stay away from. We'll take Marlins on the money on the run line here. We're gonna stay away from the Rockies and Phillies game. We're gonna take the under 8 runs in the Orioles and Yankees here. Um, let's take the Red Sox today. We'll take the Red Sox on the money line. Braves and Cubs here. Take the under 8.5 runs here. And then last but not least, what we like here. I don't like that. I don't like the Tigers and Twins one. Uh, 8.5. The Rangers. Giants and A's under 7 here. Yeah, fuck it. We'll take the under 7 runs there. We'll make that. All right, confirm like a Don King perm here. 427 here. So we took the under 7 runs. Mets, Cardinals here. The Royals money line here. That's 165. We check 8 runs. Dodgers. Dodgers Diamondbacks here. Your team total under under 8.5 runs. Reds. Then we got Mariners money line again plus 125 here. And we check Marlins 1.5 on the run line here. Team total under 8 runs here. Orioles. Yankees. And check Red Sox here. Money line here. It's 125 here. Then we check team total under 8.5 runs. And the Cubs and Braves. And then last but not least, we took team total under 7 runs in the A's, Giants. All right. So we bet $1. Our cash out here will be, damn, make a lot of money here tonight. 1,700, 1,760, 1,760, 1,760 and 27 cents. That is the bet here that we made here as far as that goes here. We made an early bet. We're locking it in. We're not thinking about it. We're just locking the bets in here. All right, now we got the NBA here. I'm taking Milwaukee. I'm taking the under. And um yeah, I think the Warriors just put the foot to the neck here. We go both unders here. All right, maybe we'll throw in a hockey here. Man, maybe I'll throw maybe two. Maybe I'll throw two. I'll throw two hockey teams in here with my NBA bets here. So let's see. Let's go. Whoop, wrong one here. All right, we got NBA parlay here. 427. All right, I'm taking the Bucks minus 12.5 on the spread here. I'm also taking the team total under under 217.5. Bulls and Bucks. I'm also taking the Warriors minus the 8.5 here on the spread. Team total under 225.5. And the Nuggets and Warriors. All right. So let's go over here. Let's try to pick some upset bets in hockey here. And maybe what do we think here? Winnipeg over to do we think the Rangers or do we think Canadians? Yeah, Coyotes are big time underdogs here tonight. And you got the Kraken. Alrighty. We'll take under 6 goals there. About 6.5. There we go. Little small little. There we go. We'll just throw that in there. We'll throw that in the tip of the hat here. All right. So we'll go with this here. Might as well we'll throw some wild hockey in there. So we got the Coyotes. Taking the Coyotes tonight here. On the money line here. Plus 370 to upset the Dallas Stars. I know I'm going with the Chicago Blackhawks here. Money line here. Plus 175 here. And then we're taking the Kraken. Taking the Kraken on the money line here. And that is plus 145 here. All right. All right. So to make it a little interesting here. All right. All right. So we took the Bucks minus 12.5 on the spread and the under 217.5. We took the Warriors to win by more than 8.5. And we took the under 225.5. We took the Coyotes money line plus 370. We took the Blackhawks money line plus 175, and we took the Kraken money line plus 145. And if all those bets come to fruition here, boom, $419.63 here. So we got our bets in here. We definitely got our bets in here now. Now I'm gonna try. Now I'm gonna take some time here. We're gonna chill. We're gonna take a little smoke break here. We're gonna talk about get some water as well, and we're gonna talk about the draft here a little bit. We're gonna sit and take some time to talk about the NFL draft, to where we can kind of break it down as to how you know who's gonna be the number one pick. Is it truly gonna be Tavion Walker, or is it Aiden Hutchinson, or teams just trying to throw other teams off so other teams don't come and try to trade and pick up for those players? I mean, it's remained to be seen here. So we're definitely going to get into this. I mean, we got the since we're in the meantime, I talk about the bets here. Total offensive players drafted in the first round. We have an over under of 16 and a half. That they're saying 16 and a half. So either we think 16 or more than 16 offensive players are going to go in the first round. Now you got to remember, there's what 32 picks. So if they're saying like 16, so they're saying basically half the first round is going to be offensive players. And to bet the over 16 and a half is minus 110 right now. To bet under 16 and a half is minus 130, which still isn't bad either. Then we have total defensive players drafted in the first round. Over under 15 and a half. So they definitely think there's going to be under 15 defensive players drafted in the first round here. That's plus 120. I mean to me that's a pretty good number. I mean, I would say that there's going to probably be about that number. So if you put like, that there's going to be over, and then all right, then we have total cornerbacks drafted in the first round. Over 4.5 plus 100. I mean, I think corners are going to be valued. Then total offensive linemen drafted in the first round, over 7. Yeah, I think some teams are going to. Then safeties, under 1.5. I mean, maybe two safeties get taken off the board. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty safe to bet that here. And then total wide receivers drafted in the first round, under 5. Yeah, I mean, I could see there's probably be like at least 5. What position will be Mr. Irrelevant last pick? Offense, a kicker, or defense, punter? Let's see, we got some of these. We'll talk about some of these guys here. Yeah. All right, Travon Walker here. They think He's minus 300. That's who they think is going to be the number one pick. But you're getting Aiden Hutchinson plus 216 right now. I mean, that to me is a good bet. If I had to put maybe about, let's see here. Let's see if you just made this bet here. See if you just made this bet and say you just made it a $5 bet here. Potential winnings would be $10. But if you just put $10 down and he gets you win a quick, you just doubled your money here. Now, if, you want to bet 20, hey, that's fine. You're somebody that's like, hey, fuck it. I mean, I can afford it. Bet $50. Throw a $50 bet on there. You win. Or if you're big balling, if you're big balling shot calling here, throw that $100 bill down there, you get $200. But yeah. So we're gonna get into some of these prospects. We're gonna. There, settle down. Fucking turtle, get going crazy. All right. All right. Let's see NFL here. All right. So far, we got the Jaguars. You know. All right. So yeah, so let's run down. That we got the Jaguars number one. You got the Lions number two, Texans number three, Jets number four. You have the Giants. We got the Panthers. We have the Giants again. We have the Falcons. And Drake Loud in here. All right, so that's we got the Jaguars. So I don't know. Who do we think? Do we think somebody? Obviously, the two people that they think. You know. Yeah, I think he might be a real possibility. I mean, look at that. I mean, now you can get Aiden Hutchins at plus 300, plus 300 right now. You're getting them good odds right now. I mean, I mean, I'm not sure of anything, but I think Aiden Hutchinson should be number one. But it wouldn't put us it wouldn't put it past me that the Jacksonville Jaguars would draft Trayvon Walker. But and then Lions would obviously take Aiden Hutchinson here. The kid played at Michigan here. I mean, that would be the ideal. That would be the ideal draft, right? Trayvon Walker goes. He goes from playing in Georgia down into Jacksonville, so he doesn't have to make a far move. Then you get Aiden Hutchinson. He doesn't really have to move too far. You get to play with the Detroit Lions, so boom. And then you have the Houston Texans. What do? They listen to some offers. Do they trade down a bit? Do they keep that pick? Do they take do they take Kavion the bias here? Do they take offensive line? I mean, Jets seem to be in love with Sauce Gardner, so I think that's probably gonna be their first pick off the board here. And then you got the Giants. They got two picks. They got the fifth pick, and then they have the seventh pick here. So the Giants are going to get some, quality players at where they're at here. Does Carolina take a quarterback? I mean, some of these mock drafts got Carolina taking Mark Wills. I mean, some of them have him taking Kenny Pickett. I don't know. I mean, I don't really don't know what to make of Carolina right now. I mean, to me, you had Cam Newton down there, and then now I guess he's not no longer in the mix. Still got Sam Darnold down there that he didn't play half bad, but I mean he wasn't he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was good either. So and that hurts a lot. When it comes down to it, it's just we get this. So then you get down to then you get down to Atlanta. What's Atlanta gonna do? What does Atlanta do? Yeah, I think the Giants will get Evan Neal. I mean, that'd be a good pick for them. I think the Giants will get Kyle Hamilton as well as safety. I mean, and then they give Kavion the bias. If he doesn't fall, then Seattle's going to take Penning instead of Manning. It's Penning. I know nothing of the sorts about him here. Then the Jets would take Drake Loudon here, Drake London here. I mean, so they only have for these certain teams here. They don't have it. They don't have it for all the teams and all the players. So kind of kind of sucks there. Kind of sucks there, to say the least. Here. All right, let's get a little update here. All right, we have the first inning here. We have 0-0 between the Mets and the Cardinals here. Of course, I took a bet here today. I bet on the, I bet the under 7 runs in that game, so we'll see how that goes here. We'll see how that rolls on throughout the day. But yeah, let's see. All right. All right here. The big board here. You got the big board. You got Aiden Hutchinson here. You know, they got him on the big board here. He's the highest graded edge defender in college football. Hutchinson has multiple ways to win with his blend of quickness and power. He's a complete edge defender who excels against both the run and the pass. So, hey, I mean, look at that. I mean, shit. I mean, you look, you want that's what you want. Like, when you want one of these guys to get around. You want a guy that's able. He's quick enough to get around, but he's physical enough to kind of just manhandle people. So where he doesn't just get. I mean, because there's a lot of these guys that you see like, hey, they got the speed, but they get manhandled, and then you get the guys that are physically they can manhandle guys, but they don't have the technique and the speed to kind of get where it needs to be. And I think Aiden Hutchinson, I mean, whether he goes to the Jaguars or the Lions, I mean, if the Lions get him, I mean, man, what what a turn of events. They would actually be getting a solid, legit, you know, edge edge rusher presence here. That let's be honest, the Lions have been kind of lacking that for the past couple years, and on their defense. I feel if they got a presence to get to the quarterback a little bit faster, I think that their secondary wouldn't get as exposed as much. So definitely. Then they got Derek Stingley Jr. here. Is the second pro fantasy football ranked player in the draft here. Yeah, Stingley over here. He I don't think he played last year. I think he was hurt, and I think he sat out. So you know he has allowed only 41% completion percentage for his career, and hadn't been starting since his freshman year. So, but I think Derek Stingley Jr. definitely is another one of those players that he's got that he's got that he's got the right size, he's got the right weight. He can cover. He can cover you down the field and get the interceptions and play, or he can play the run and stop the run a little bit here. I think that's, highly why he's touted as one of the top corners to go off the board. Him and I mean obviously, Sauce Gardner's obviously the most coveted, but him, Stingley and Sauce Gardner are two, probably two of the better corners to come, to come out in the draft in the same draft class. That you're gonna hear both their names. Sauce is gonna be you're gonna hear about Sauce Gardner all day long, and then you're gonna hear about that kid Stingley whatever team happens to land him, whether it be the Seahawks, taking Stingley here if they can't get Sauce Gardner. I can see them doing that there. You got Charles Cross here. He's one of them. They here they have him touted as the best you know, offensive lineman to come off the board first here. He flashes traits in his first year as a starter. Became a dominant pass protector. He allowed 44 pressures on 574 pass blocking snaps in 2020 before giving up only 16 pressures on 719 pass block snaps in 2020. So, he allowed his first year he played, he allowed 44 pressures, but then this last past season that he played, He only gave up 16 pressures on 719 pass block snaps. And that's a lot. That means this guy is like fucking manhandling. He's mauling people, and that's what you kind of want with offensive tackles. You want guys that are gonna just be able to maul these guys because basically the tackles are gonna be the guys that are gonna you're gonna be facing the guys that are gonna be the fast dudes on the edge. The guys that are gonna try to rip your fucking head off and get the quarterback. So you need a guy just as mean, just as rough, and just as tough. And Charles Cross, he definitely somebody that definitely is gonna. And then we got this man here too, Ekamakumwa, probably butchering the shit out of his name, but he's also a tackle, a sophomore here. He played for the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. He's the single most dominant run blocking tackle in the country. His 18 big time blocks in the run game this past season were seven more than the next closest Power Five offensive lineman. So this guy definitely, if you're a running team, you definitely want to take this guy because this guy is gonna certify you that you're gonna be able to run the ball, and he's gonna be one of the big uglies that just he wants to fucking just he wants to pancake you. See the other guy we're talking about, Cross, he's more the pass blocker guy. He's more this guy's more like he wants to fucking and so hey, that's hey, 6'4", 310. I mean that is ideal, and he's young. So I mean, and depending on where he goes, I mean maybe he just goes to Texans, maybe he goes maybe goes to the one of these teams, Giants or I don't know, maybe a team that definitely a team that needs offensive linemen. Maybe the Texans. And then we have Evan Neal here from Alabama, another tackle that's this man is big, huge. I mean, you want to talk about a massive dude, a giant here. And this man, Evan Neal, is 6'8", 337 pounds. 337 pounds. Man, he is. Whew. So he played left and right. Evan Neal, so that makes him kind of more valuable as a tackle because he's played the left and right tackle position, so he's kind of familiar with both. So whatever level you needed him to play, so definitely Evan Neal is going to be another sought after offensive lineman as well. I mean that, and they say he moves like a man 50 pounds lighter. So that means he's he might be he's 3'7", but he's not like this. He's probably a guy that's gonna get back in the pounce. So a lot of these. I mean, I'm reading a lot of this. I'm only reading what they have, little snippets of what they're saying about these guys. And like I said, just look at their size, and hey, these guys are gonna be really really tough here. Then you got Kayvon Dibledux. He has an elite first first step combined with an ideal frame for the position. While he lacks refinement, that combination still led to a 91.5 pro football pro football passing rushing grade. I mean, look at that. I mean, he I mean, he's gonna be solid to wherever he goes. And you got Kyle Hamilton here, 6'4", 220. I mean, wow, my lord, he is a specimen. He's a modern hybrid defender who can do whatever is asked of him. While he missed Notre Dame's final 5 games with a little minor knee injury, he came down with 3 picks and 3 pass breakups in his first 7 outings here. So this kid, I mean, you want to talk about a guy that's going to be able to rock your ass, but also be able to cover. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Then we got Jamison Williams here. It's a shame Williams tore his ACL in the national championship game, as his tape put him firmly in the mix for wide receiver one. He's still the best deep threat in the class. Yeah, I mean, that might be true, Jamison Williams here, but I think, I don't know. I mean, some team will probably take their chance on him. Like maybe, I don't know, Philadelphia. And then we got George Kalafakis here. He's a versatile Ironman who can do almost anything a team could ask of him. He played at least 49 snaps in all but one game this past season and finished with a 90.6 PFF pass rushing grade. I mean, another one of these guys here that he's 6'2", 266. Guy definitely, some of our other guys don't fall to us here. Somebody that we definitely would look at drafting. The Vikings would. Then we got Trent McDuffie here, corner. He's 5'11", 193. Little undersized, But I think Trent McDuffie is a good corner. Like I said, I wouldn't mind having him with Minnesota because that would be nice to have a young guy, so that way you know Patrick Peterson can mentor one of these young guys and help them out and develop into a solid player, solid starter here. Then we got Trayvon Walker here. He's 6'5", 272 here. I mean, he's an elite physical specimen, 6'5", 275, who even dropped into coverage this past season and managed a pass breakup. He's still he's still figuring out how to rush the passer, but you could teach what he has. And then we got Drake. We got Drake London over here. Damn, he's six. Damn, this dude's 6'4", 219. 6'4", that's a tall motherfucker right there. It's a shame that Loudon's 2021 season ended with a broken ankle after only 8 games because he was on a unmatched statistic tear, racking up 88 catches for 1,084 yards and 7 scores over that span. He's a massive 6'5", 210, who still led college football with 19 contested catches. And that's what you want. When that's contested, that means he's going up. The defenders are he's going up there, and he's not afraid to go up there and get that ball, go up and get the ball, fight for the ball, and not get bullied around. You got Garrett Wilson here. He's 6 foot. Wilson's ability to generate separation is the best in the class. He also produced at a higher level from both the slot, 73.4% of his snaps in 2020, and outside, 82.9% of his snaps. So basically, he played more of a slot receiver in 2020, and then this season he played more of the outside role. I mean, way more on the outside role, like 83% of it. He was basically the outside receiver 83% of the time for Ohio State. We got Devin Lloyd here. There may be no better all-around linebacker in the class. Lloyd can take on blocks, blitzes, and cover tight ends at a high level, which is why he earned a 90.2 grade this past year with above average grades in every facet. So Devin Lloyd, okay, so that's interesting. That's interesting to kind of know that he's kind of he's 6'3", 237. So I mean he's got a little bit of size. And he's got some height to him. So that bodes well. Tyler Lindenbaum here definitely is the best center prospect we've seen. The PPF college era. He's already the highest graded center in the country in 2020, but he took his game to new heights in 2021, earning a 95.4 overall. Right. I mean, damn, dude. Yeah, see, he definitely he's gonna be one of those guys taking off. And you got Devontae Wyatt here between the two Georgia defensive tackles. Wyatt is far more explosive athlete, and it showed as a pass rusher where he finished. He was dominant at the Senior Bowl, so this guy's another defensive lineman not to sleep on. Devontae Wyatt here. You got Bernard Rainman here. Rainman played tight end. Now he's got a legit shot to be a first round pick. He's earned the second highest grade of any offensive lineman in the past season. He allowed only 10 pressures. So coming from a school, I mean, a small school, he's 6'6", 303. I mean, hell, I mean, fucking A, dude. This dude played fucking tight end, and now he's reverted to being an offensive tackle now. I mean, then we got N'Kobe Dean over here, linebacker from Florida. I mean, not Florida, Georgia. He's 5'11", 229. Processes and reacts with elite quickness. Oh, all right. So then we got Jordan Davis here. He will not be moved in the run game here. So basically, just a run stopper. Jordan Davis is just a run stopper. He's not. I mean, Chris Ovalea, one of the best route runners in college. Yeah, that's definitely. And he's one of the most consistent downfield threats in the class. In total, 13 of his 65 catches ended in scores last season. Then we have Sky Moore. He's a little small receiver, 5'10", 195 here. He has elite shiftiness that plays so well at receiver position, whether it's shaking press coverage or breaking FBS high 26 tackles last year. He will make defenders miss with ease. Okay, then we got Andre Boot Jr. here. Yeah, he gave up a lot of. Then we have Zion Johnson here. Zion Johnson started his career at Davidson before transferring. In the past 3 years at guard for Boston College, his physicality took a noticeable leap in 2001. He allowed only 6 pressures. All right, then we got Tyler Smith here. He likely ends up at guard and is a work in progress as a pass protector, but you can't teach his power. So this guy Tyler Smith's a good. He's damn 6'5". That's all right. All right, just a little bit of rundown on some of these players out here. All right. All right, we got second inning here. St. Louis is winning 1-0 here. 1-0 here today. St. Louis is up 1-0 here. I have the under 7, so we can only afford 6 more runs between both teams here. They're thinking the over 7.5 now since they got a run here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works itself out here. Whew. But yeah. But yeah, that's just a little bit of prospects rundowns here and there. So I gotta I gotta do some I gotta do some things around here before I gotta leave here at 4. So I'm gonna cut this sports thing a little short here today. That way, I mean, I'm not gonna really be packing too much here. Just more or less getting a shower in and get some other things done. I gotta do my turtles. Gotta do their little fucking. I gotta do their little thing here. Gotta do their little thing so that way it gets over there. But But yeah, the draft's gonna be awesome to watch tomorrow. I mean, I'll be on the road, so I'll be watching on the road as the picks come in. As how that goes and shit like that. So, but yeah, I just had to get up on here early, do my picks and my bets early here today. As like I said, leaving here at 4 o'clock or a little after 4, maybe 5. So then that way it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be about 9.5 hours or so. So almost 10. So like I said, we won't be getting to Idaho until like 1 o'clock after midnight. So it's gonna be like gonna be crazy. The weather shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be just maybe a little bit windy, and possible showers on our way back. I mean back home to Cali, but yeah, it's okay. Long as there ain't no long as there ain't no blizzard, there ain't no hurricanes, there ain't no volcanoes, there ain't no natural disaster. So yeah. Oh, but yeah. Oh, but yeah. Gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. Gotta make sure that all this shit done, man. Can't be just fucking around today. Got the business to handle today, but yeah. So we're gonna get out on a smoke in the bowl here. Smoke in the bowl and a pancake. And hopefully we'll win some bets today here. I mean, I took a couple early games today. Stay away from a couple games that I didn't like yesterday or whatever. So I kind of just so we'll see. Like I said, got mine in the early game here with the Mets and the Cardinals. So got the under 7 runs. So I mean, I'm pretty confident with that here so far. I mean, there's only 1 run. It's the second inning here. So I mean, if we can go maybe another 7 and there's another run or so, and then we only get maybe about 4 or 5 runs by the end of the game here, I'll be happy, to say the least. But yeah, complete. Yeah, I'll definitely hop in there and chill and shit before I gotta do some shit and all that. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Get up out of here. Done talking about the sports here or there. Obviously tonight the Bulls are gonna get beat. I mean, I had to take the Bucks tonight. There's no Zach. There's no Caruso. I mean, I don't really like our chances. I think I think especially if Milwaukee gets up big, I think what's going to happen, they're going to start sitting. They're going to if Milwaukee's up by like, let's say Milwaukee's up by like 20 by the end of the third. I guarantee you they're going to sit Giannis. They're going to sit some of these other guys because Chris Middleton's hurt. So they're going to try to rest up for the next series, and as they should. I mean, and then I think the Warriors are really going to take it to the Nuggets tonight here. That's just my take. I think the Warriors are going to come out there with Steph Curry's going to be starting tonight. That's just. I mean, I know he hasn't been starting because they've been kind of wanting to phase him in, but I think right tonight is the right game to put Curry in there and just let him just go all out. Let him go all out, and then like I said, if the Warriors are up by 20 or 30. I could see them sitting all their players, and then for the next round that comes to it. So tomorrow we probably will do a sports show. I mean, it probably will. Probably won't be until we get back, maybe. So maybe a late one here. I mean, won't be doing like an early show or anything like that. So, but this is the fresh and funky here. We're out here doing our own shit here. We're not no duplicates of any other fucking sporting people, whether it's sports bets, talk, any fantasy talk. I haven't really gotten to too much fantasy talk here as much lately here. Uh, but we'll get into it here about like as far as players. I generally just try and talk about the players I pick up in fantasy. Or I mean, definitely a guy that we picked up fantasy wise was a diamond. Was Connor Joe, and I'm hoping in my other league, in my Yahoo one, I could pick up Willie Adams here. I'm hoping to pick him up to be just so I can have another extra shortstop. A good bench bat or somebody just to if one of my guys is struggling, I can have him. So yeah, my lock of the night is the Bucks beat the Bulls. That is my lock pick of the night. Lock pick of the night. Lock that fucker in. You can bet your house on that tonight, and you'll still have a roof. You'll still have a roof over your head and live, and you'll have even more money. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you. Bid you a good day. Take care of yourselves and other people, and we out this piece.